Stop.
Yeah. Yo.
That's Slade. That's
Boom.
Slade.
Yay.
I mean, you might as well let us
Pat
talk
ourselves
to
in
it.
the
There's no
back.
music or sound right, except for
Hey,
the
it took
sound
me
of pages.
forever to do those four. Okay, it took me forever to do those.
Pat ourselves in the backs, audience, you know? Mm-hmm.
I see, audience. I still draw.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Which still got it.
I'm putting music. Actually, you know what? It's too late now. No.
Gotcha.
No, it's a little too late.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Hey, Austin, I was like recently listening to an interview from Greg Pak about the upcoming Sam Wilson Captain America comic, right? Yeah, we're having another version of the Wakandan Cookout. Yep, it's happening.
I won't be reading that book. I was actually like, that's it. I'm not
Yeah.
sick of it, bro.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm
so
sick
the
of that.
cookout, the
They gotta stop
cookout
acting
is
like these black people care or know about each other. They don't even talk to each other directly.
yeah.
I've
The
been
cookout
okay.
is going to start with Isaiah, then it's going to bring in Storm, then it's going to bring in Colonel Rhodes, and of course Eli, and who else? Come on, think of somebody else who's going to randomly pop up.
I don't know about that, but
Bring
on
in-
the Comic Fanatic Twitter, on the Twitter page, I keep getting recommended posts from Central Leaks who have been posting all of the Pokemon leaks.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, okay.
good to know.
Listen,
Gotcha.
it's not about knowing another black person. It's about black solidarity because that's all they got. That's all they got, each other. Right?
Exactly.
It's kind of it just crazy to me that in a world where the superheroes are so uniquely divided for no reason, they act like all these black people have to come together anytime something happens or whatever. And definitely talk to them. They're not even
keep in
friends.
mind.
The X-Men can't even ask the Avengers for help reliably. But trust me, if Sam needs a black person to show up, they'll be there.
That's because that's the Black Avengers. Not there. You can't just see Avengers in a vacuum.
And keep this in mind, Austin. These are just what Greg Pak announced so far. He has a few others that he plans to leave for the book to be popping up. So yeah.
Well, it is what it is. You guys want to get started?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so let me get started. Welcome to Comic Fanatic Live. You're here with me, Cryptid Seeker 415. Have a little bit of a cracked voice due to some radiation earlier this week, audience. I didn't get superpowers. God dang it.
There's a good chance that Godzilla will kill Cryptid by the end of the week. Just saying.
He will become Godzilla.
Hit his eye, Jake Tylenol, the one who wonders, is it really a good idea to put Jon Kent back in the bottle of being a child? More than that.
This is the best you sounded in like weeks, so on the mic.
Yes, I adjusted myself slightly to the left. I'm not even kidding. That's what I did. I just moved to the left. And it was
okay.
Yeah.
Austin Bricky Wall. I feel like it's important to remind people I'm black because of my rant earlier. So I'm going to say that I am an African American, and that's it.
I'm whatever
you want. I don't need no racist calls in the chat. What I said earlier.
Anyways, I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he, and yes, I'm still on that yaoi grind, bestie, and you can't stop me. Don't ask what yaoi is if you don't know it.
And with the
Google it yourself.
And with the power of gay fan fiction in hand, together we form the Phanatic Night. We talk about the news and reviews of the week. Today is our special Monday nights, so we were talking about news. That means comic news and media news. Also, yesterday we did our Cobra Kai review. It was fun because we did something different. We reviewed with the tier list. We went through all the different characters and said how greatly they performed if you were Miguel, and how badly you performed if you were Robbie or anyone else. So go check that out. It's up on the channel on our live section. We also have a playlist of other movie reviews and stuff,
like Aquaman,
like the famous Aquaman, other movies and other shows. So go do that. We also have socials, but that's Witch's job, so I'll hand it over to Witch.
Yes, it is my turn. I'm putting the gay fan fiction away just for Jake. Because I was totally doing that. First of all, please subscribe and turn on the notifications, besties, because that would be nice. It will make Cryptid very happy. Right, Cryptid? Exactly.
Yeah.
You can also follow us
Can't you hear the joy in my voice, audience?
So much joy. Please subscribe and turn on the notifications. But if you're lame and you don't turn on the notifications, you can still follow us on Twitter at Comic Fanatic 69, which we do post our thumbnails and there's also links. And sometimes, if you're lucky, I'll post actual art on there that isn't just for the thumbnail or for the new intro. Ooh. Yeah. But if you don't want to do either of those, I guess, and if you just want to follow me and talk about gay shit with, you can follow me on Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U because I'm too goddamn lazy to change it, even though I could have changed it at any fucking time of my life. You can also follow me on TikTok and Instagram at witch_of_Jotunheim. You can also follow me on Tumblr and Blue Sky. And also, if you want to look for me, you can find me on Space Hay at North Star Aria because I do post things on the first two specifically more than the other. If you want to find my Gaia account, I don't know. It's probably one of the first ones I said. So good luck finding that. And audience, if you want us to make a Blue Sky account, please let us know because I will do it in a heartbeat because I'm not doing anything too important, besides a job and microwave purposes. If you want to find Mr. Bricky Wall, where are you at and how can we find you?
I was in a movie. Well, I was in Cobra Kai last week. Actually, we saw it. We talked about it. It was a joke. I was there.
What does the audience have to look for when they try to find you? What do they gotta look
pink blush, bright blue eyes, little black stubby arm.
In case
not stubby, but...
in case you guys want to know what episode he was in, it was the one where they were doing the wall kick contest. The actual wall in that was Austin. What did you know?
And since Cryptid has a shit voice right now, you can find him in the same place that he always is because he has not moved places since I put him there last time. It's been over a year, besties, just letting you know. And if you want to find Senor Tylenol, tell the audience, where have you been this past week?
Right now, we're still traveling, we're still making our way, but we'll get there.
We'll work on it. But anyways,
it's been a goddamn year at this point. Get out of this show.
Yeah, so follow us on the socials. Yeah. And also please if you want to read gay fan fiction and you like Alpha Flight, which is my Alpha Flight connection for the day, please go read my Alpha Flight fan fiction on AO3. Thank you. You'll know when it's me. There you go. Have fun finding it.
But we have an exciting episode today. We'll be talking about things from Marvel, some things from Predator. We have some video. Do we have DC? Do we? I don't even know if we have
DC. Yes, we have something from
Superboy. Are you okay?
Of course.
He's on the cover. What? Stop.
You brought it up.
Yeah, it's true. And then we also have some video game trailer, kind of, to talk about. So we're excited. Without further ado, let's get started. So. For our first topic,
who wants to get started?
So it's gonna be I'm just gonna introduce. Okay.
You post the topics.
There it is. I posted it in private, but it's Denzel. Denzel is in Black Panther 3.
Denzel Washington, audience.
Yeah. So there you go. How are we feeling about it? What could he be? What do you guys think he'd be? I have no idea. I think we're at a Black Panther balance as far as I'm aware. So I don't.
I literally can't think of any character he could be at this point.
I don't know Black Panther.
I don't see what that big confusion is about.
I guess maybe the original or something.
He can be the first Black Panther.
Okay. Know who you fucking with?
But I guess the biggest news to draw out this is that yes, it looks like Black Panther 3 will be in the works. So yeah. How do y'all feel about that?
I don't really care.
I'm happy for it. I don't think that the series should have ended just because the other stuff failed. I don't think Black Panther should have ended. Black Panther 2 did great.
It's surprisingly well for a movie that lost its star at the worst part of a trilogy.
Oh yeah.
At the worst timing for a trilogy, I think is a better way of phrasing it. And they still managed to make it work and completely change the protagonist of the story, which is incredible. 2 movies in.
I like the way that they did it, honestly, because they could have done it way better. Like they could have done it awfully, but they did it pretty alright.
Yeah. So they were working off what they had, given the situation at the time.
Like, we still want male T'Challa Black Panther. They set up his son as a future thing if they want to pull that trigger.
Yeah, they're going to have to pull a Jon Kent on Secret Wars or something like that and age the character up. So, yeah.
Not really. He can be a teenage Black Panther. He don't have to be a grown man.
As long as he can beat the Black Panther in a fight. Or sure, he just gives it up, I guess.
Yeah, but
probably not
going to
happen for a little bit.
That kid would be like 14. That'd be perfect enough to be a young Black Panther.
I just want M'Baku. I want M'Baku to also try to be the Black Panther
in the fight.
I want this 14-year-old to have to beat up M'Baku. That'd be funny.
What?
M'Baku, you know he's like currently the king, right? If I remember correctly.
He was in the council.
Yeah, he's the king, but he wouldn't have to fight him to be Black Panther. You have to fight Fury.
Yeah, but I feel like, you know what? Yeah, I want it to be it's challenge day. Anyone can challenge.
Okay, pause real quick. Cryptid, why is MODOK here?
Hey, I didn't put MODOK. Huh?
I'll tell you later. Deadpool.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's continue. Sorry. That's just like, what the fuck was that? Anyways, you can continue. Sorry.
But the characters Denzel could play, other than the first Black Panther, which is a story they've been teasing about doing potentially, there's 2 other people I'm thinking of, but their names are slipping me. In 2018, a pair of villains showed up in Black Panther's book for the first time. It was a lady who controlled emotions and a magic man who can either he controlled emotions or she did it. I can't remember their names right now. But I can easily see them doing a pair of villains with Denzel or someone else, for sure.
Okay.
Because you have to up it from Namor, and that villain's whole thing was they were basically turning Wakanda on itself. So they're bringing out the inner desire and rage of people who are mad against the king, the kingdom, all the other stuff. They tear Wakanda from the inside out to keep away from the fake invasion story. I feel like that could be a good plot for Black Panther 3. But I think a lot of people just want Doom War at this point. Because Doom's already going to be here soon.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what to do with all that, to be honest.
It's really a blank slate at this point. So, they could really do anything with Denzel Washington, So
that's what happens when you kill him.
And the role is being specifically written for
him. Okay.
Bass ain't got shit on me.
Gotcha. But all right then. With that, you guys will move on.
Yeah.
Without further ado, let's go.
All right. Who wants to do this one?
Like I said, I don't see it in the private text. So I can't say anything.
Riri Williams has an ego that's bigger. That's just as big as Tony Stark's, which does not make sense.
No, that kind of makes sense. She's 19 and made a suit comparable to Iron Man. I can see her having egos big as Tony Stark.
Yeah, but will it play well with audiences? Probably not.
Yeah, nah. We're on tightrope as it is with that, So
of they being another legacy character which they gave no connection to the character they're taking over, probably not. But apparently, this is a crime movie. Or a crime TV show, so that'll be interesting at least.
A crime movie?
TV show.
They have to. They kind of have to write a story where they're not going to have Riri in the armor for a majority amount of the time because those are going to be expensive shots,
I guess so.
Hey, let's go.
Getting billions on shows to get like Secret Invasion. So.
Yep. I mean, hey, let's go examine this crime scene in this room in down the street, right? And I'm going to be bringing in my suit up armor. You know why? You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have any strong thoughts on Riri. I thought she was. I think it was just the way she was talking in that movie annoyed me.
That's all I recall
yeah, they
from that
went
movie.
a little bit too street for her, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Which didn't gel well with the mixture with Wakanda, but that's also the theme of Wakanda 1. So, Black Panther 1.
Yeah.
So it was kind of weird.
Like, it was good for the amount of time she had in Black Panther, but if you have to watch a whole series with that, though, it might be a little too much. You know? So, all right. Yeah.
But do we have like any news about her like supporting cast or anything? I saw the guy from Transformers: Rise of the Beast is here.
Yeah, he's gonna be he's gonna be the Hood, I believe.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That wasn't announced.
Yeah.
Well, it was suspected.
Yeah, I was never big. A big fan of the Hood, anyway. So, how do you guys feel about that?
I'm a fan of the Hood. It just, why are you making him fight Iron Man? His power is that he can teleport. I mean, he kind of have like demon power to a degree in some runs, but I won't put that against anyone Iron Man skill level.
Hey, you need to cut the budget somewhere, man. And what better way than to have someone's power be a literal cape and a hood?
Okay, it's not a bad idea. I probably would have saved it for more. I probably did Daredevil Hood, to be honest.
Yeah,
like Kingpin becomes mayor, someone else wants to rise up as Kingpin, and that was the Hood's whole storyline for a while. That could have been the whole thing.
Yeah, like what are two handguns going to do up against an Iron Man armor at the end of the day? You know, because that's the Hood's trademark. Two handguns.
Apparently, have to lean more into the demon stuff, which goes to get the money thing they're trying to set up. So we'll see how it goes, I guess.
Apparently, the suit is practical. So this is our first fully practical Iron Man suit that I'm aware of in a while. So.
Okay, I think that's the route to go.
One to the second movie, I believe.
Okay.
Iron Man, all in Phase 1 had practical suits typically.
Yeah. I guess taking a step away from the nanotech is also a good idea because she's not. Oh, yeah. She doesn't have the tech. So I always said the hero should have tech that's based off their financial situation. So, you know what I mean? It's like
I would not have been able to stand it if she had like the retractable nanosuit helmet, you know? Right. I'm sick and tired of that for every single superheroes, man. Come on, everybody's having that now.
It's the fashion.
What? Yeah, because everybody's getting their suit from people who have that tech. That makes perfect sense.
All right, but in terms of like visual, it just kind of gets boring, and it doesn't. Really seem like, it doesn't really pop out as much. So.
Yeah, but you say the same thing. You're complaining that they're just not taking the helmet off and carrying it around.
Yeah, classic heroes.
I'm saying people get the mask. People bored that too. That's the whole point of Switch.
No,
it's the same complaint.
The point is you have variety. You have some characters who do have it, some characters who don't, or some characters have new designs.
And I agree with that. But my part is most of y'all are talking about characters that are getting sued from people with these tech.
Right.
Who give them that
like that way. It doesn't have to be that way. It's written that way. That's what we're arguing here.
Yeah, but, you know.
So, but yeah,
it's in that way because until they get a suit, none of these people make their own suit, so they get sued from people.
But it doesn't. It's written that way. Like, for instance, Kamala Khan, she has a suit that looks exactly like it would be made by an Avenger, but it's not an Avenger. She's not. So I don't understand what she has.
No. I don't mean in that sense. I'm talking about specifically like stuff like Sam Wilson. He got a suit from Wakanda. It's going to have the thing.
Right.
They made him make his own suit. So Marvel could have made her own suit, and it had nothing to do look like the Avengers. I agree with that. Right. That means like a lot of people complain about like Ant-Man and stuff like that. These people have access to that tech or high level tech. Like
we're not complaining about the story aspect. We're complaining about the fact that it is there. It didn't have to be written in a way that made it that way. It just happened to be. It just chose to do that direction, which is fine. Story-wise, it makes sense. But we're saying that visually, it's just kind of boring. So that's what we're
And I'm fine with that. I'm saying for most people complain about it, even story-wise, practical-wise, that's how that would go. Sam doesn't build his own suits. Right. He's not gonna. No one's gonna give him a practical helmet.
I mean, you could have made it from the military. Could have made it from a person that he met. Could have been like other things. Like I said, it could be
pretty much. You know,
there's always there ways to make it work. But at the end of the day, Ironheart. Are we excited? Didn't the trailer come out, or did we see a first look at it?
We saw a couple of glimpses. I know Marvel had like a trailer for some upcoming projects a week or two ago. Question: anybody here watching it?
Maybe.
Who knows,
Yeah.
honestly?
Why would I not watch it?
I still haven't watched Agatha. I don't know if I watched it. It depends.
I refuse to watch Agatha. I'm just gonna say that right here, right now. I'm refusing to watch
We're
it.
not talking about Agatha.
Yeah.
Good.
You guys know
I
super
might watch.
busy these
I might
days.
watch this one. Don't make any promises, but I might watch this one.
Gotcha. You guys know I'm like super busy. It took me a while to even finish Penguin, you know? So, yeah.
Like I said, Cryptid, if you can't watch the whole thing, just give the first 2 episodes a try. At the very least, that's all I ask. That's all I care about.
Okay.
That way we can at least do like an opening statement, like, oh, it went first episode, and then we'll do the final episode review later. But
Gotcha.
But all right. Well, that's it. We can go on to the next one.
Yay.
Why did it do that?
Okay, there we go. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, that was. Oh, okay. We're doing it at the same time. Okay, it's like.
Yeah.
My bad. Anyone want to introduce this or what?
Okay, the Council of Reeds rumored to be in the next Avengers movie.
Oh.
Okay. What I kind of like. What they're doing with this is that they want to actually establish the other actors who have been Reed Richards in the past into this. You know.
Don't we only have like 4? Unless they're adding the animated stuff. Don't we only have like?
So we definitely have Pedro Pascal.
25.
We have John Krasinski, and then we have the one from Fantastic, then the one from the 2000s movie, and then the one that from the 90s that never came out. And then maybe like a couple of the animated ones. I don't know.
Gotcha. I think they have to. Well, I think it will be a nice pull if they could get from the animated series. So. But yeah, I felt like John Krasinski was really done dirty when he became Reed Richards for 10 minutes only to get obliterated. So it kind of would be nice to see him get some retribution. Oh, really?
Characters don't need a great showing to be done correctly. The whole thing was about Wanda, not about him. It was just a cameo.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a fan cameo.
He got to talk about his family, killed all his powers, and he got killed. He came in with a time machine.
But no,
oh my fucking god, he's fucking dead. Let him be dead.
Jake, but Austin, the thing is, like, he was a fan cast that people were hoping would be the Reed Richards of the MCU, which kind of made it hurtful to see that he got obliterated that fast.
It's kind of funny, not gonna lie.
That's why I liked it, though.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say on this is no one complained when Johnny Storm got done dirty. Everybody says, I'm saying.
That's why I liked it, because the fan cast and stuff was getting annoying, man. People share that stuff everywhere. So you got what you wanted. He's out of here. Leave it alone. Please stop.
Gotcha. As for Miles Teller, the possibility of him coming back, I always said this. He should be the maker. Come on. Like, I know people didn't like that era of Fan Force Stick, but what better way to scrap that team than to have like the Reed Richards of that universe be a
So you just want to pull a 1610 over here? Okay. I thought we weren't going to talk about that one anymore.
Hey, I'm not saying like pull the ultimate keeper.
No, I didn't say it was specifically 1610. I was saying you're pulling a 1610.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
No one ever hear what I say.
Fan Force itself is based on Ultimate Fantastic Four, so it makes
what
sense.
Else is new? Everything in these movies are based off of the Ultimate Universe in some flavor.
I actually like if they got Miles.
That's kind of funny.
I actually like if they did something with Miles Teller's Reed Richards and just had him get killed by like Doom at the end, like Doom Reed or whatever. No.
Yeah, I kind of want the original guy to be the maker, the guy with 2005. I think him losing his family will drive him to be a unique version of maker for this film.
I guess. Man, look at
well, think about it like this. No, think about it scripted. His Johnny just got murdered. Imagine what happened to the rest of them. If he's all that's left, he's gonna be
okay. Okay, yeah, that's a good little tidbit to follow off from Deadpool, So okay, I can see that working out. To do who else? Um, the one from the '90s movie, guys. Can
I
you guys think of
literally
anything?
just said that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Let's explore
brought
that.
it
What
up.
could we? Yeah, yeah, which that's why I'm bringing him up because you mentioned him. So what could we do with him?
Who
I would
knows?
probably have him be the second main read. Like when Pedro Pascal reaches out to the multiverse, I'll have him be the one that the guy meets first.
Okay. Yeah, that would be cool, I mean, I just like this idea that you're going.
How to introduce the council? Are they going to be together? Or are we going to do like the comic where Reed opens a portal and to meet himself, and
I just like the idea of like all them gathering together because like they're of such a high intellectual being that this was just something that was inevitable for the Reeds across the multiverse to have to come together and form a group, And
yeah.
And I also do love the touch of like it's not one actor just playing dozens of variations of their character. You're bringing in the other actors.
Tevio, we ain't there yet. You got to be patient.
The curve here says John was going to stay kid permanently, but DC refused to pull. I'm paraphrasing. I'm trying to edit it as I'm reading it. DC refused to pull.
Which I don't said we haven't got there yet. We'll talk about it then.
We'll get to there later, Tevia. Right now we're doing all the media news at the moment, but don't worry, we got some thoughts on that. So, all right. But we're talking about the idea of the Council of Reeds being in the next Avengers film, Tevia. If you want to give your thoughts, go ahead, man. Because it sounds like they're going to be bringing in all the actors who played Reed in previous projects into this.
Could be fun.
Yeah. In terms of the Council of Reeds from the comics, do you guys want to know what my favorite scene with them was?
Not together.
One of my favorite scenes was when Ronan was like trying to resurrect I forgot his name. What was that big head the Kree had? I'm blanking on the name. That giant head that they fought. The Kree, that giant head with the tentacles.
The Supreme Intelligence.
The Supreme Intelligence, right.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Ronan was like, "There's only one person in the whole universe that could help resurrect the Supreme Intelligence, and thankfully, we have two of him now." And he used like some seed to forcibly fuse two versions of Reed Richards together to kind of resurrect the Supreme Intelligence. That was really, really gruesome. I'll tell you that, audience.
That's how it be sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Well, props to Reed. Two of them make one of the smartest things in the universe.
Yep. Yeah. And because actually even smarter, Austin, because now the Supreme Intelligence has knowledge of the multiverse now. Because of that.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah. But
wait.
That's really...
Where did Kree in the Ultimate Universe?
Who?
Did the Ultimate Universe do the Kree?
I don't even know. I don't think they did.
I don't know anything about Cosmic Ultimate Universe like back in the day. I have no idea.
Ultimate, yeah, I don't remember the story. I remember them mentioning the Kree. I remember the Kree coming up.
Marvel was in the Ultimate Universe, by the way, if you were curious.
But was he associated with the Kree?
Yeah, but they brought up, they mentioned the Kree that they had like bird feet or whatever. That's all I remember about the Kree, that they had bird feet. And Marvel went through like rigorous surgeries just to look like a human. I remember that.
Wow.
They weren't that super major to my remembrance. If anyone remembers the Kree in Earth 1610, you let me know because I'm not Googling this shit.
Yep.
I remember like one scene and that was it. But I was going to bring it up. But like, Dad, they could have did a multiversal Kree invasion. That would have been crazy back then.
Would have been something. But all right then. You guys have any other final thoughts before you move on?
No, but I looked up Kree-Earth 1610 and it only gave me Marvel or Marvale.
They
as
were
they
in
did that one show, but that's all I got.
They were in 1610. They studied their version of Galactus, as they called them in Ultimate Universe. But
Yeah.
I just looked it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did too. But it's all good. To the next topic, I'll introduce this for obvious reasons. Sonic Movie 3 is introducing a new character for Sonic Movie 4. I'm gonna suspect it's Silver.
Silver.
On the unlikely
Polycule.
On the unlikely side, it isn't Silver. It's most likely it could also be Amy. I should say least likely.
Wow, you're not giving any appreciation for Rouge, man. Come on, really?
Well, they specifically said we're using this character to set up future movies. So Silver being the most likely character.
Yeah.
Explain who Silver is, Jake.
Silver the Hedgehog is a hedgehog from the future or an alternate universe. Well, actually, no, yeah, the future. And he goes back in time to stop something from happening that leads to a bad future. He's typically like a naive character. In the older games, he had a lot of an attitude, but he was also like naive. Like he was like, "Wow, I didn't." Like he's in the desert in his first game. He's like, "Wow, there's so much sand here." Everyone's like, "What?" You know? So it's something like that.
Yeah, the being from the future makes you stupid.
Now in present day, Silver's a lot more softer. He's seen as the good boy archetype as opposed to the hardened warrior with the soft spot. They will probably use the good boy route, I imagine. Hopefully not. I think
it's going to be very sad.
Yeah, I think for the movies,
especially with Tails here already not getting a lot.
Say it again.
I think with Tails here already kind of filling that role and not getting a lot compared to people around him, I think it's kind of messed up.
Yeah,
but then again, you already introduced two different warrior characters as well. So I don't know what you really do.
For the sake of the plot, I think Silver being the hardened warrior with the naive soft spot is kind of the direction they should go. I know Ian Flynn said the only reason Silver is like this now in the comics is because like he's softened up over the years. I just think it's too much. But I hope in the movies they stick with his older characterization. Alternatively,
Ian Flynn said that, but it also be like, man, he softened up 1 week later.
Yeah. I think alternatively speaking, if it's not Silver, it's Amy. I think it'll be interesting to have the first female anthropomorphic character as well. You can also do a plot about Sonic learning more about like kind of just being like being with another hedgehog that isn't like like Shadow, which is not artificial.
The devil.
You could do the Sonic CD storyline as well with her, so that could be like the whole plot of the movie. You can actually do. I already
you also just literally be Metal Sonic, and you can do Sonic Heroes.
You could do that as well. But there's it could be either of those three. I'm just gonna place my bets on Silver. But then again,
the other choice will be Blaze. Technically,
I'm gonna say it's either. It could. I mean, yeah, I think Blaze. I don't know. Blaze. I feel like after Silver. I don't know. I think it's most likely Metal Sonic because we are getting next year. So like, Metal Sonic might be the character, but I don't really see him as a character. This is my problem. But yeah, it's probably Metal Sonic or Silver. Metal Sonic or Silver, and at least likely but possible is Amy. Those are the three options I got. So, yeah. But in terms of what this means for Sonic Movie 3, not really much. Not really much. There's just something to look forward to by the end of the movie. So,
Yep.
What it probably means that we're gonna get a post-credit scene like with Tails and get going up.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's just, I guess this also confirms without a shadow of a doubt we're getting a Sonic movie 4. So there's that, which means we're probably getting another trilogy. Hopefully this could be like treated like this is the more modern era Sonic stories, which we kind of got with Shadow, but we get more like cool modern stories with Sonic. So I'm excited. I'm excited for movie 3. It's coming out soon. Hopefully they hit it out of the park because this is the one that they can't mess up for me. So we'll see.
I'm just saying, Jake, regardless if I see this opening weekend or not, I probably won't, but regardless if I see it or not, I will be making Snapcube fandub quotes the entire time in my head and also here. So Shadow, it's me, the devil. Expect a lot of those with your grease tips and your little gay highlights. Exactly.
Well, there you go.
There you go. You're getting my reference. You're getting my jokes.
No, I understand where they come from. Okay, listen.
We should watch those for movie night.
I have watched a couple Snap Cubes. Okay, but they have never peaked. They have never peaked since the SA2 one. That's their best one. And
that one's so funny. But I like the Shadow the Hedgehog one. That was funny too. And the Sonic 06 one is really funny.
Okay, but the SA2 one's better. That's what I'm saying.
You know, we'll watch it later.
Okay.
But yeah, all right, that's all we got for the Sonic news. You know, day one I'll be watching it, so it is what it is. Moving on to the next one.
Okay, Austin, this is you, and I put the topics on the private chat. By the way, so
see the comments.
In the private chats, the private.
You can't see that at all. But he can go to.
And they're not there on my screen.
You can see it on time. You go to this.
All right.
Screen, but...
All right.
Yeah, it's not everything.
Okay. Predator Badlands will fall with Predator as the name of.
In case you didn't hear, that's Predator Badlands is about.
Yeah, I'm like, why do you sound like covered your mouth, bro?
Again, a cracked voice due to working around hazardous material, audience. It does not give you superpowers, all right, audience?
It doesn't give you superpowers yet. Maybe you don't have the X gene. You ever thought about that? I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay, maybe tomorrow I'll be waking up with Black Bolt's voice.
But so Predator Badlands. People don't know, Predator will be the main character of the film. Funny enough. Which is weird. I think it's the first one ever that's going to happen.
Dude, this will have to be like a Predator that's just starting out then. You know, like this is their first hunt or something like that.
Yeah, I believe so. But my real question for this is interesting enough, to be fair. But we know these movies like to have someone people can relate to and talk to. They have someone talk. So how fast they're gonna shove a human team up with this guy? I really wonder. Or based on the way they're saying it, the Predator just might have a lot more screen time and not actually still be the main character. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Hey, a Predator and a human working together? We've never seen that before ever, right? Right?
Alien vs. Predator.
Yep, Alien vs. Predator. Then what was it?
We'll talk about that one. We'll talk about the Predator. We'll talk about that one.
Gotcha. Right.
We don't talk about everything. But
yeah, it's an interesting route to go with.
I agree. It's a good route to go, especially since we're also getting an anthology series that will handle like a lot of the what if ones people wanted, like samurai Predator storyline, stuff like that. So, getting one mainly from his point of view, I just hope we see more of the Predator's home world, which we never actually seen. But if people don't know, that planet they land on in Predators 3, I believe, that's not their home world. They just have a planet they take things to hunt.
Okay, good.
But if you read the comics, you see the Predator home world is like a crazy thing. You see female versions of the Yautja, I believe is how you pronounce it, and they're way more deadly than the men in certain degrees. It's kind of feel like Alien Black Panther in a certain sense. But everybody's fighting, not just the Dora Milaje. Everybody's trained to that level.
Wow.
But yeah, I think give us some stuff for the Predator homeworld. I want to see this guy like wake up in the morning, put his stuff on, and go to work and come there. I think that'd be hilarious.
He wakes up, he goes to his wall, and he's like, "Okay, what should I bring with me this time?" You know.
He go through his trophy room, go through his weapons, catch. Okay, what I'm taking?
Okay,
spear,
let's see.
Sword,
twin plasma cannons. Let's see. Xenomorph whip. Yeah, there we go.
That's what mask do I take this time? don't know. Well, it's a lot of funny small stuff you can do that won't take away from the movie. I kind of want to see with a Predator. And we also know they also have the crossover eventually coming between the new Alien and the new Predator. So I do wonder. I know Crypto's gonna hate this, but I need them to answer the black goo thing. If the black goo stuff also related to Predator, I need to know. Because if the black goo is the source of life in this universe now, from us being made, the engineers being made, them making other stuff, I need to know. I can answer Predator. I have to know, please.
Hey, just don't produce another Offspring. God dang it, that thing still haunts my nightmares.
I would take a new version of Fred Alien though, just to see how they make it in modern day.
Okay. Fred Alien was pretty OP, so yeah.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. It was just a interesting bit of news. We never really had it before. If it's being legit, and like we just need more stuff, man. I just want to see more stuff. Also, Disney released the 10-episode anime Alien vs. Predator show you have in your vault. Fox said y'all have it. Let us see it. That's it.
Well, that's it. That's the next one. The Secret Level trailer.
Who here did not watch it? I know two people might not have.
I saw a trailer.
I'm proud of you.
Hey,
I know one
saw,
person like might not have. Which?
And when I saw like this,
I didn't watch this.
Exactly.
I swear, when I saw like the Space Marines coming up, I was like, "Whoa, what the heck? Damn, what is this movie?" You know. So, explain what it's about, though, Austin.
This is an anthology series made by the people who created Love, Death, and Robots. Each episode is going to handle a different Sony IP. The ones I remember off the top of my head is Warhammer, Mega Man, which is really surprising. Concord, the new game that just already been canceled and the studio's been dropped and destroyed.
Burn to the ground.
I believe Dragon Age. Do you remember any more, Jake?
Wasn't there Jack and Dexter?
Wasn't God of War in the trailer?
No, Jack and Dexter not there.
Oh, sad.
Wasn't Kratos in one of the trailers?
Kratos is in there, but he's not getting a full episode. If there's an episode that's just about like Sony IPs, like in the real world doing stuff, and Kratos was in that one, from my understanding.
Well, there you
go. I understand them not want to do a God of War thing though, since the show is going to be made.
I just want to say they used the wrong Mega Man, and I'll leave it at that.
Ooh, wow! Explain more, Jake.
I'm just saying they picked the most boring of all the Mega Men, okay? And they'll probably make him like some that
he doesn't like Mega Man the regular for some reason. Even though if you're going to show a new show about Mega Man, you'll probably start at the jump. His one story.
Yeah.
Crypto, just so you understand, when you know the lore of Mega Man and you look back at the first one, you're like, damn, that's like, I mean, like he's cool, but he ain't. I mean, like, damn, like, you know what I mean? It's like,
hey, we all have our prototypes, man.
Classic Mega Man goodness.
Yeah.
Man, fuck him. We start at X. We start from X onward, and he ain't even my favorite. But I'd rather start at X. I'm just saying, he's the one.
I know. Yeah. I don't know, man. Some people want to start off with Steve Rogers, but I guess some of us want to see Sam Wilson in the mantle. I guess.
His stripes, okay? Mega Man's like
no. If it's a one episode thing, it should be Mega Man.
Yeah.
I'm really just fucking around. I just want it to be like any other Mega. I'm just sick of this Mega Man. That's all. I'm just trying to But
no, I understand. Like if I was doing a show, I would do Mega Man itself. Because the regular Wily robots aren't that entertaining after a while. Until you get the base, you don't want to be like that. But so you got more variety and more like I want to say threat level when you go to X.
Also, I also just don't like starting for Mega Man because I know the writers are gonna fall for this trap. Like, and I get it's like an episode, but like, there's always this weird thing to me where it's like, X is the first series of like robots that have emotions. But the original Mega Man clearly has free will of his own. but they act like he doesn't, and that's what makes X special. So like I don't know.
He doesn't. Cause they fixed this in the manga version of when he did it. Okay. He doesn't. He can be hacked and stuff. Like he does. I can probably. I haven't read the Mega Man Mega Mix in a while, to be fair. But in the official lore for Mega Man, he doesn't. They did fix it.
Yeah, I know he does it. It's like even him being hacked. I mean, like the replies can be hacked. You know what I mean? There's no really distinct.
No. I mean, Wiley hacked him and gave a reason why he was being weird. Like it was a full statement. I can't remember 10 years.
Let me break it down to you why you don't have feelings.
Yeah, he hacked him and stuff so he can try to make copy Mega Man. Okay. Copy Man, wherever the guy's name was. Yeah. And then, so he was going through his code to figure out why Mega Man is so weird. And he explained it like that.
Okay. But that's all
right. But you can't get right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna watch
what
this
they should have done is start with Mega Man Legends. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all.
Peak. Okay, I'm saying.
If I go to one episode show, I'll do Mega Man or Mega Man Legends. Those two will work the best as a one episode.
It's not even my favorite Mega Man, but that's already peak. That's like a peak Mega Man Legends story.
Hey, Jake. At least you're getting a version of the character you want. In this
I guess you're right.
You think I'm going to get the orcs in this, man? No, I have to settle this for the Space Marines. Dude.
Yeah, that's fair because if it was up to Capcom, Mega Man would be buried and dead. I feel, but
yeah, at least you got Mega Man. I couldn't even get Dino Crisis anime that the guy wanted to do. He went to them and said, "I'll pay you to let me make this show for you." They said no, but you can do DMC.
But Krypton, what were you most excited? What are you most excited for?
Well, I was kind of excited to see the Space Marines pop up because I had a history in my life where I was big into Warhammer 40K, so yeah, nice to see them. Go
That's the most excited I've been for you.
Wow! God damn, I can't do that now. The cracked voice.
Orcs are great.
Yeah. But already then.
Wait, there was one more thing in here I wanted to bring up. It slipped my mind right now. No, for the Warhammer episode, I think you might get the orcs because they hinted that the foe might be the orcs or the Necrons. I don't know which one. I can't figure out which one it is.
Come on, if it's a competition between who fans want between the orcs and the Necrons, come on, you can't tell me the fans won't go for the orcs.
Yeah, I guess it's possible.
They're the funnest of the race to play with, man. Like when everybody's coming in with these plasma rifles or these sentinel robots, this and that. What do the orcs come in with? Just vehicles that they stole from other factions that they just nailed in some sheet metal to, or hey, let's just nail things together and see what happens. Oh, let's put the starter, the thruster, and the turbos in our vehicles all on one button. Yeah, so.
This is kind of unrelated. I was telling people we should get an orcs a Dark Souls game. Because the whole thing about orcs is the more they fight and the more they kill, the smarter and stronger they get and bigger they get. So it's that type of thing itself. That'll be a great upgrade mechanic for this type of game.
That'll be funny. I mean, hey, some of them do even delve in mysticism. That faction of the orcs are called the Weird Boys. Weird Boys.
Yeah, see? It was meant to be. But that's all I got to
say. Gotcha. But, all right, then. I guess with that, we can move on, guys.
All right, it's heaviest topic.
Oh, boy. So...
Jon Kent to be DA. Congratulations, I guess. I think it's too late.
Well, no. Let me explain the stipulation because apparently this is gonna be in the Shazam book, right? Mm-hmm. And he's gonna be de-aged, but it's gonna be written by Cena Grace.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Didn't this person write the Iceman book?
Yes, that very same person.
Noted.
Did I write anything else other than Iceman?
Yes, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me look it up.
He written some Pride stories. He written that
You
he
give
wrote.
me a minute. Jesus.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Jesus. He wrote a Superman book. Which one was it? Something of Truth. Hold on. The Harvest of Youth. Sorry. He wrote a Power Rangers book. Obviously, he wrote some stuff for DC Pride. He wrote a couple
Is
Archie
the Power Rangers book Power Ranger Academy?
I don't know. A couple Batman detective books. A lot of indie books, surprisingly. That isn't Archie or Power Rangers. Wrote a Green Lantern book. And a couple others.
Okay.
Oh, one Wonder Woman
a lot of
book.
skin in the game.
Sensational Wonder Woman. And a Green Lantern book. And obviously Iceman.
Yeah, I think the general consensus.
Stuff, though.
I think when everybody thinks of Cena Grace, they mainly think of him for his Iceman run. I mean, really.
Iceman's
yeah,
good.
but I'm not gonna judge his whole career off the Iceman run.
Oh, okay. He wrote the Labyrinth, one of the Labyrinth comics. Okay, cool.
But
he has a variety families.
It's been so long that John's been like a teenager. I don't really know. Like, unless if you were doing the original idea that like we pitched way back in the day, it was like this is like not the John that Superman thought it was.
Because you also have to keep this in mind, right? Just because Jon Kent would go back to being 10 years old, he's still going to have all the life experiences he had up to the point where he's like 18, you know. So he's not even going to be the same character when he DHs, you know.
Right. That's what I'm also concerned about. Because this writer is very known for his LGBT stuff, and John's going back to 10. I understand he probably doing course, which isn't bad, but I don't know. What's the point of turning him back to a child? I don't understand.
Yeah, like, what's
look.
My issue is like, what happens to his boyfriend?
Yeah. This is where I think you're kind of entering the whole Spider-Man undo one more day thing, where this is like going to be DC's way of saying, okay, you all want John to go back to being 10 years old. All right, we'll have him be 10 years old, and then we put Cena Grace on it, and if it doesn't sell well, DC will use this as leverage to say, oh, okay, see, look, we put John back to being 10 years old, and it didn't sell well, so there you go. Oh, but if it does sell well, they'll be like, okay, there, see, we gave it to you, guys.
That's because it's awkward now. Like, he has a boyfriend. Like, that's also like a big thing. Like, what happens to him? Do they break up? Like, you don't.
Yeah, all his new relationships and stuff are going to be changed drastically just because you want to quote unquote give fans what they want instead of just making two different Johns at this point, like Jake said.
If you want to, if fans want their like 10-year-old Jon Kent back, like it would have to be like a clean slate back, like, you know, before he aged up or before he had that Ultraman experience, you know. Because again, if you get the teenage,
that's a lot of people.
Yeah. Again, like if you take the Jon Kent we have right now, right, the one that's like 18 years old, and put him back to being 10 years. I mean, imagine either of us, anyone from this group, right? We go back to being like 10 years old. You really expect yourself to act the same way when you were actually 10 years old, as opposed to like all the life experiences you have right now being transferred into a 10-year-old body, you know?
Back to your undeveloped brain? That's crazy, man.
Exactly, you know? So, again, this kind of feels like
another
a monkey
thing I think about, like, I don't know if you remember, they aged up Damian and made him grow in height so he can still be with, like, Jonathan. Like, if you look at Damian, how he looks now, is he gonna get shrunk back?
Like, I know when Damian and John first met, Damian was 13 years old. That much I know. So I guess, I did notice that he was growing in height a bit in a couple comics.
No. In his solo run when he was fighting Ra's al Ghul and them, and it was the Lazarus Pit run, wherever that thing was.
Yeah.
There was a whole Lazarus Pit thing going on him. He got aged up, if I remember. Like, he was actively aging fast.
Wow, so you guys, so DC completely ruined any chance of bringing back the original Super Sons. Then is what I'm hearing.
I think they're
It's
just
like,
gonna
why
act like
couldn't
he
they
didn't
just
get aged
age
up.
up Damien? Why do they have to age down
Well, they already
John?
did. It's like the problem is
Well,
it's too
it's
late.
not about Damon. They want to age down John to get those fans back. They don't want
Well, they
adult
can
Super
cry
Sons.
about it for all I care.
Well, no, it's like it's just too late. There's just nothing to fix. It's like unless we're gonna make John a new character, and even then,
Yeah,
I think
people are crying about it. The more people stop caring. It's DC randomly making the choice.
right. And even then, it's like if you aged up Damien, then like what are you young John for? That was the only reason.
He's a grown man.
Okay. Let me read what Tevye is saying. Nice for you to join us now, man. Like, come on, DC. A lot of people, myself included, want Jonathan Samuel Kent Superboy back to his little 10-year-old self.
Well, there you go.
We don't. Yeah, we don't want it aged up Jon Kent anymore. Bendis tried and failed badly, really badly. Tom Taylor failed as well. Yeah, considering the fact that his run got canceled no matter what Tom Taylor says. So yeah.
I just don't know.
Yeah, but it's like if you clean slate it now, you ruin a lot of ongoing stuff to a degree, and you change a lot of relationships that are built on this kid being 18.
Yep.
Like, I'm like, oh, I'm not saying you are, 'cause I'm sure you're not. But if anyone who's mad about him being gay, if he goes back to 10 years old, he's still going to be gay. Like, that's not going to change.
He's going to be a 10-year-old gay child.
Yeah. He's going to remember he's gay and remember that he likes boys, even though he's not sexually attracted to them at the time. He don't have the, puberty. But he's still going to be that gay character. Nothing can change.
Yeah. Again, I think the best course of me kept people 50-50 is to just say like, these are two different versions of Jon Kent, the 10-year-old and the one we have right now.
There's like no reason to bring that. There's no reason to bring him back because again, all that was missing was Super Sons. I really like if Damien had aged up and you aged up John, like, but like, the problem at the time was we just lost Super Sons, which is like a really good idea. Just having that dynamic on standby. There's just no reason to bring John back to being a kid anymore. Not even
Gotcha. Okay, let me read Tevye's. At this point, DC should just give up and give us back Jonathan Samuel Kent Superboy as his 10-year-old stud. And personally, for me, I don't care about Jay Nakamura.
Tell me you're a hater without telling me you're a hater.
It's not really.
He makes a vocal.
No. I say this as a hater as well, but
yeah,
you can't really. It wouldn't make sense going off of what Jake said. It would not make sense for you to do this. It's gonna fuck everything up. If this was like an alternate universe, then this would have been a completely different story. We wouldn't be talking about this. But this doesn't make sense unless like you have a company-wide reboot.
Tevye agreed though. A 2 different versions would be a better solution over nothing.
Yeah.
So what you would do is bring back the 10-year-old Jon Kent right now, and just say, "Oh, Dad, all he really did was send me in the future. I got put in stations or something, and this version showed me that's not actually me." And you can just say the current one is a virgin who lost his parents, so he won't experience having parents again or something. I don't know.
I just went in the long run know what to do. Again, without Damien, I don't know what the long run what the use of a kid John is. I can just tell that story with the John we have now. You know what I mean?
Some colleges are saying he didn't get aged up, but they were kind of ambiguous about it. But after that event, he was noticeably way taller and older looking.
Okay. And also we have to keep in mind we don't know how long this his status as being DH will last because it sounds like it's going to be more of a one-shot issue, or at least a one-story arc.
Okay, then that should be fine. If it's just a one-time thing where it's small curse that he has to figure out how to undo. That's different.
It's another more annoying problem. It's that's another more annoying problem. We know you hated it, but it's just for a little bit. That's annoying.
Yeah, it feels like you're trying to do that. We'll throw you a bone, and it's no, you won't need
that. Don't even try. I didn't even ask for one. I just think there's if this is permanent, I would rather just not do it at all. I'd rather just not even address it. Just let it be.
Yeah, because again, they just want to pull, well, for lack of a better term, they want to pull a fast one over the fans. Again, if this sells, this will be their way of saying, "Hey, we gave the fans what they wanted. We gave them 10-year-old John back." But if it doesn't sell, they'll use this as leverage, saying, "Okay, this is why we can't bring Jonathan Kent back to being 10 years old because it doesn't sell."
But it's nice to know they regret giving them this.
Probably they did it in a Shazam book. They did a Superman book. They'll probably sell a lot.
I'm Tevye saying, I've been saying for years, Jonathan Samuel Kent Superboy is his little 10-year-old self is trapped in a stasis pod who needs to be rescued. And this one shot doesn't give me hope since it's written by Sina Grace, which gives me no hope because a lot of people want Jon Kent back to his little 10-year-old self.
I think it was too late. I think without dating, it was just too late. But, if people want it, I guess. I think now it would just be a matter of just having.
Also, I feel like I should preface something real quick. Jon Kent isn't gay; he's bisexual.
You know what? Thank you for the correction. You are correct. But yeah, I guess I guess he was bisexual. It's just
he's bisexual.
It was just the first person that he.
What girl he no interest in?
And when he was a kid, there was a girl. If I remember correctly, there was like a girl that they implied.
But that was just a friend, really.
Yeah, I kind of remember
that.
Yeah, I'm about to say it was. I thought.
I remember because I
thought it made him gay and Tim was bi, but they can both be bi. I don't care. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess at the end of the day, it is what it is. I honestly, no, this point, I just don't want it. I just want it to be the way it is. It doesn't really matter anymore. But
yeah. Remember, a lot of people were super hyped about this news when they first heard it.
Superboy.
That's gonna be an emo Superboy at that point.
I was an adult, and I was turning into a little boy.
I swear to God, bro.
Okay. Let me read Tevye's last comment. It feels like DC is just throwing a lot of money off the table for a publicity stunt, which has failed badly, and it feels to me DC just won't just pull the trigger and give us back Super Sons. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only closest thing we got to that was what was it, the Sinister Sons or something like that?
It was Trinity.
Where they gave us like the complete opposite version of Super Sons, but with the child of Sinestro and Zod.
We still get the Super Sons. Then the Trinity book. They're all three, like it's them and Trinity together. That's their book.
Wait, you mean when John's still 18?
He's a team with Damian, and they're taking care of Wonder Woman's kid. That's the book they're in right now. I don't know if it's still going, but that was like they still hang out.
Yeah, but you wouldn't call that Super Sons. That's 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Hold a sec. Let me just read. Let me just read Tevye's next comment. Like, I don't get why is DC so scared of bringing Jon Kent Superboy as his little 10-year-old self. Like, is it ego or something else similar to Spider-Man? Like, what is the big deal over there? I wish I knew.
I don't think people are going to be complaining about Peter Parker being like 29, 30 years old right now.
No, it's just that Marvel is aware of
he
what
means
fans want.
A character putting like this stasis thing where it's actively not giving people what they want with a character.
Yeah. In Peter Parker's case, is like every fan wants him to be back with MJ, which is why Ultimate Spider-Man is so successful right now.
Maybe because it's just a fresh take on Spider-Man. Have you ever thought about that? Not just because of that.
Also, to be clear,
but
DC is not really like an ego-driven company. It's not like Marvel. Like DC will do anything they can to get money. Okay, the only reason, even when Bendis changed the status quo, they were still trying to do stuff with Super Sons. They're just like, oh, this happened back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, we can still do it. See, we can still do it. DC is not Marvel. Okay, Marvel is ego and spite-driven. But
yeah, I blame Disney.
Whatever gets us bills on the table.
Yeah, none do Disney.
Marvel's
no,
you can blame
Spider-Man probably
too, man. Have you seen the shit that they've done? Regardless,
yeah,
I don't think
I've seen what they did with Captain America over the past couple of years. Mm-hmm.
Can no one fucking listen to me for 5 seconds, please?
Go ahead.
They should not make this a full-time thing. This should only be temporary or in an alternate universe. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Not it. But
okay, you guys gave me like I was given like 2 the next topics, but you gonna read this one real quick?
Marvel refuses to let Peter Panther and Mary Jane married in the mainstream Marvel.
It sounds a bit low. Basically,
Mayday Parker in the main.
To read it.
Cryptid, stop. You sound like you're mumbling again.
Thank you, Cryptid. Thank you.
okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Cryptid. You sounded low, so I'm gonna read this just in case. Give me a second. Marvel refuses to let Peter Parker and Mary Jane married in the mainstream Marvel universe and have Mayday Parker in the main universe, which is I wouldn't go far as bring Mayday in yet. I'm just first getting married.
That's M2.
You kind of have to. They already brought that back in Nick Spencer's run, where they revealed the whole reason Mephisto even did all this with Stop Mayday. So you get them back together, you eventually have to pull that trigger.
Oh no, eventually you would have to, but I don't think that had to be like anytime soon. Like I said, you could have just done like a time traveling story to wrap that up, but you know.
Like, okay, I think there's a reason for why that they refuse to do that, and I know I will bring it into a different character, but it happens. So I think part of the reason why they don't want 616 Peter to get married and have a child is because they don't want him stuck at that spot. Does that make sense?
That's
like because it happened with Banshee. It kind of happens with Banshee. It kind of happened with Jubilee, and it didn't really happen with North Star, but it kind of did, but not really. But like, they don't want him to like stay at a very specific age, physically. I don't know if I made that make sense, but someone else said it way better than I could ever. But
I get what you're saying, but they're
they
doing
don't
the
want
reverse.
Like,
He's still stuck
there.
at an age. He just doesn't have a child.
Yeah,
regardless, does no one understand what I'm saying? Audience, if you understand what I'm saying,
no, I understand what you're saying. They don't want him to be.
No, it doesn't feel like you guys don't.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying is they don't want. You say they don't want him stuck at an age. They don't want him to feel old. They still want him to be kind of young and stuff. I understand that. We all understand that. Mm-hmm. But he's still stuck in an era that just isn't appealing to his fans. They want him to stay relatable. They don't think being married is relatable by their own words. But what he is now isn't relatable to anybody. He's just a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Yeah, blame Zeb Wells for that. Don't blame me. Yeah. Oh, wait. Cryptid, I forgot. That book ended. We're good.
Gotcha. But, all right, guys. You have any final thoughts on this before we move on to the next topic?
No, we should move on.
I was giving 2 images. I don't know which one to go where, so I'm just gonna...
Let's see. Go the Thunderbolts one. All right.
Okay, so I might as well announce this topic.
No. Okay. Your voice must have been. I got it. Thunderbolt 2025. Thunderbolts Doomstrike. Bucky is assembling his Thunderbolts. Doom brought the original Thunderbolts back to stop them. Bucky wants to stop Doom because part of his fault that Doom's in charge right now. How y'all feel about that?
I'm more upset at the fact that Lansing and Kelly are back to writing Bucky. You guys are not going to be the. It was the last. God dang it! Marvel just they don't want to let those guys their era fade away. Because like they had that last Thunderbolts comic, the one that was kind of mirroring the roster we're getting in the MCU, right? That was supposed to be No. This was the one where had Red Guardian, U.S. Agent, to do Shang-Chi and that stuff.
Oh, I didn't read it.
Okay. No. It was.
I didn't even know that came out. I thought that was coming out later.
Well, I recall that very vividly. Well, I didn't read the book, but I skimmed what happened. Well, I knew I was interested to see John Walker in there, but then I realized, oh my God, this is Lansing and Kelly, and they showed me previously when it comes to straight white guys that are Captain America, they will openly screw them over. So what did they do with John? Oh yeah, they had him get his ass kicked by a Nazi with his own shield. And keep in mind, he was the
that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad if you really think about it.
and keep in mind, which he was literally the only one on that team that got KO'd.
I mean, like, that's funny that he got KO'd, but I feel like it should have been fair. Like, at least one other person getting KO'd.
Which, it's against a Nazi witch. You
I
can't
know.
tell me you're proof.
Like, if anyone's going to get KO'd, can you at least make it fair and have the other guy get KO'd too?
Yeah, it was just, to me, I took that as like, I said some pretty hurtful stuff about like Lansing and Kelly when it came to that Cold War disaster, So I'm like thinking, oh my God,
that's what I was trying to understand. Were these people behind that? And that explains a lot.
Yes.
And it is don't want to read this book either.
Now. Yeah, it is. It's also worth mentioning, audience, that like this is something I've noticed. It seems like no writer in Marvel wants to touch on Winter Soldier now, ever since Lansing and Kelly did what they did with him, turning him into the revolution or whatever, and giving him that new arm, that liquid metal arm of his. Yeah, nobody's touching Bucky at this point. You realize that?
To be fair, he wasn't in a lot of books outside of Cap before that either.
Yeah, but it kind of seems like Lansing and Kelly are the only ones who will be doing anything with him. So I'm like,
I don't think that's because they want Bucky for people. I just think that they keep asking for the book for some reason.
I guess.
Anyways, audience, what's your favorite book with the Winter Soldier in it? Mine's Hawkeye and Winter Soldier. That was a fun book.
Yeah, that was good.
Because we know Marvel doesn't care. If a new writer came on and just retconned all that, they would not care. That's why I don't think it's like a writer. For this part,
it's going to be kind of hard to have to explain how Bucky's going to go back to using his standard arm now that he has that liquid metal.
This one, it won't be that hard.
Okay, yeah, go for it. I just want every trace of this era of Bucky to be erased, audience. This was like y'all heard me on my rants about how Marvel has been character assassinating Captain America for the past couple of years. Well, Lansing and Kelly took it up a notch by character assassinating Bucky of all characters, and he's really one of those type of characters where you don't really see him getting written wrong in many books, So it's just amazing that they went up the notch to do that to Bucky here, So
Bucky was always had that weird Red Hood type of era with like no one knows where to take him beside basically the man on a wall type of role for his team.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I feel like they tried their best to try to like reinvent Bucky, and he just went like the totally wrong way.
I know, right? Teddy is saying that sucks because Bucky deserves something over nothing. Yeah, I know. Which also, to go back to your point, that's funny enough. That's actually the mindset Lansing and Kelly had going into their Captain America run, which was they kind of wanted Bucky. Yeah, they kind of wanted to bring Bucky to the next stage of his character's evolution, which ended up being for the worst, audience,
Yeah.
So and this is just so bumming me out because I actually kind of got a little hyped a bit when Austin mentioned like, hey, Zemo is going to be teaming up with Doom under this whole era of Doom event, I was like, oh, okay, actually, that makes a lot of sense, and hey, I want to see more of Zemo. And apparently he's going to re-wear his Citizen V uniform, but this time it's going to have like varying colors. Okay, that makes sense. Oh crap, it's going to be written by Lansing and Kelly.
Yeah, this is the second one, Thunderbolts Civil War we kind of have going on, and people don't read Thunderbolts, don't know. For some reason, they've been trying to make this team Bucky's team for the longest time.
Yeah.
Where's my girl Songbird at? Where's she at?
She's here.
I think she's going to pop up.
Oh,
I think she's going to pop up.
She's in this picture, actually. She's supposed to be behind Bucky right now.
Yeah. They're going to be bringing in like the modern day Thunderbolts, which apparently going up against the original Thunderbolts in this run.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, but Songbird is on Bucky's team, but he's on his 2016.
Better pull up.
Mm-hmm. And Sharon Carter is going to be on Bucky's team. She's still going to be wearing. She's still going to be wearing that mantle. What was it? When she was the Destroyer from Lansing and Kelly's Captain America run. And they're also going to be bringing. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they're also going to be bringing in U.S. Agent on Bucky's team, I guess, only to get his ass kicked.
Boo.
I get one to have like some connection to the movie stuff, but the Thunderbolts isn't a team built to be just street level people. I hate that the movie did that and the comics are doing that now. That's never been what this team's been about.
Yeah.
The team was originally just a front for Zemo. There were bad people acting like good heroes because the heroes weren't around because the heroes were born.
Yeah.
But it was always an evil team. And then after that, some of the members want to be redeemed. And they want to be heroes. So there's their way to still do bad stuff and still do good stuff.
Yeah.
Marvel keep not giving you this. They gave you Bucky, we just made the team of superheroes. And since then, that's all we gotten. We got Hawkeye as the leader of the team. He just had full superheroes for a while.
Oh, that didn't
like,
make any sense
y'all
at
keep
all.
ruining the idea of what the team's supposed to be. And it's very funny to go through.
And funny enough, Austin, in that same run, they had Hawkeye's Thunderbolts team go up against the previous Thunderbolts team, where Hawkeye.
Oh, Taskmaster?
No, the one where Devil's Reign.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and Hawkeye ended up beating the crap out of John Walker, even though, god dang it, Hawkeye, you damn well knew that John Walker was an undercover agent on that team.
But we both know why he did it though.
Yeah, because he can never get over the ass whooping.
Fan in like West Coast Avengers, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because Clint for the whole time John was on that team was being nothing but a dick to John. Hey, you keep in mind, Hawkeye threw the first punch when it came to him and John. But let me read some stuff Tevia's saying. Let's see. Same goes with another my favorite characters, Tim Drake Ramen, who also got screwed badly. Bucky Barnes keeps getting screwed by bad writers who don't know what they are doing. I'll agree with that. In this case, it's just one pair of writers. How many Thunderbolts Civil Wars have we been getting for years?
I believe we had 2.
Yep. I guess, hey, if we're getting rotating rosters, I mean, you're bound to have different teams collide,
Once you switch it from being evil villains to heroes, of course they're going to start fighting about it.
Yep. Why keep having Thunderbolts as anti-heroes? That's not interesting, but so boring.
To be fair, that was the second point of it. You can't. There's no way to put the genie back in the bottle and have the Thunderbolts beat villains again.
Well,
you know what I mean.
The only other time the Thunderbolts were comprised of all anti-heroes was during the Charles Soule run. That was the one where the Thunderbolts were led by Red Hulk. Yeah. You had
Thunderbolts led by Thunderbolts. That's crazy.
Yeah, it made sense. You had Red Hulk, you had Punisher, you had Deadpool, Elektra. Who else was there? I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, Venom, Agent Venom too.
Yeah, that was a great team.
All right. Did Hawkeye's Thunderbolts team fall apart? It only lasted 5 issues, so I would say yes.
Same with the last run. I think it was only 5 issues as well.
Audience, that run was so bad. They literally had to introduce a new patriotic hero on that team. And guess what? I didn't give a shit about him. What was his name? Guts and Glory or something like that? He was supposed to be he was supposed to be an homage to the 90s style superhero or something like that, which is why he had that exaggerated large gun or something like that. But
I thought you were gonna say it's because of the stupid name.
Yeah, it had to be one of those extremely patriotic names,
I know Guts and Glory would have a pop up, I guess.
Question: speaking of the Thunderbolts, that reminds me: is Sentry going to be in the team considering he's in the movie? No, in the comics, Sentry's dead and all his power is given to someone else already. And Sentry comes, and since that character hasn't done anything yet, I doubt they're going to kill her off to give Sentry his powers back.
funny enough, he kind of was on the team during the tie-in to. It was either Absolute Carnage or King in Black. Okay, King in Black. You're right. Where Noel ripped Sentry apart. To reference what Sentry did with Carnage. Ripping him apart. Yeah. So what did the Thunderbolts team do? Oh, they just keep his corpse on the team because his body still has the power of a couple suns, not 100 exploding suns, but a couple suns. I'm sure we could do something with his lower half, right?
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
The original Sentry did die King in Black. He got ripped in half, and then in another spinoff, James Foster Valkyrie sent him to Valhalla, and Valhalla wasn't there, and I don't remember what happened after that.
We got a couple new people a Sentry, I recall, but that was it.
We have a female Sentry right now. She hasn't done anything. That's my problem with this thing. But I was fine with her, but she hasn't done anything. They did that for no reason.
Why keep his corpse? That's disgusting. Because
why not keep a corpse, Tevia? You've never done that before?
Hey, having the power of a couple suns in the bottom of your pants, I'm sure that could come in handy at some point, right?
Well, Tevia, they found his body on the battlefield, and they were going to use it to try to kill Noel. They were going to basically make it a self-exploding bomb in Noel's face, and they tried it and it didn't work, so they just went home.
Yeah, true.
It was a really good run. Actually, they had backdrops or Weeper and stuff on there. It was
he was fantastic in that run, man. He was, he was written well in that run, which is kind of the sad thing that keeps happening with Thunderbolts, because a writer comes in with a good roster, they're doing good, but what does Marvel do? They're like, okay, we'll only give you 5 issues, and the next writer's gonna have a completely new team. I know, but kind of like that, but it's a consistent thing, So
I just don't understand. You see a tie-in do well.
We have to have the same bitches that we don't like on the team.
Yes.
No.
They just weird. They see a run do well, and instead of asking this writer to come back to do another book with Thunderbolts, I'm just gonna get somebody randomly else to do it.
Yeah, that was sad.
Do Tevia's next comic, please.
Okay. Let's see. Don't we have New Sentry right now who is on a wheelchair, which is confusing? Okay, that person isn't. Okay, yes, I know what you're talking about, but that person could walk. It was just one picture for a thing.
When she activates her power, she's not handicapped anymore.
I mean, you're still, and she's still technically handicapped, but there's a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't know how that works because she should be healed with the power of Sentry, but when she's not using the power, she's handicapped. When she uses the power, she's not handicapped. It's all it is.
She doesn't need her mobility aids when she's the Sentry. Yeah. There we go. That's you guys could have just said that.
Basically.
Yeah, that would
this book will be 5 issues long as well.
Okay, it's a tie-in to this whole Doom event. We also got a couple of messages from other tie-ins. Bring up that other picture. Weapon X-Men.
Is it my Weapon X-Men? No, it doesn't look like my Weapon X-Men. I don't want it.
Well, it has Deadpool in it. That's all I need to know.
Who's this guy with the fireball? I know you know who that is.
Oh, Chamber.
Yeah, Chamber.
So it's Chamber, Warpath, Wolverine, obviously, Deadpool, and Cable. This is not my Weapon X-Men. My Weapon X-Men was different. Give me Jane back. Give me my favorite Wolverine trio.
I just don't see what they're doing. Another X-Men book. This is gonna be on 12?
Well, no, Austin. This is gonna be a tie-in to that whole Doom event.
Oh,
yeah, the X-Men will have to form a strike force to go up against Doom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's Thunderbird?
X-Force then. Why Weapon X-Men?
Because I think X-Force is still going on right now. The one that's being led by what's his name? That indigenous guy, a Forge.
Forge.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
telling me we have a strike force for the strike
Yeah. Pretty much.
You know what they could have done? They could have called them extremists.
Yeah.
There you go. You know,
Because no one's using that name. No one's used that name since like 2019.
Of course, exactly. And the other tie-in that was announced for this is we're getting a Red Hulk tie-in, guys.
Ugh.
Wow. I wonder why they decided to give Red Hulk his own book audience.
Huh. I wonder fucking why. Just love MCU synergy over here. Oh my god, love it.
Yeah, but I kind of like at least the premise of this.
I'm happy with this a little bit because he's been around a while. He don't really get a lot of focus anymore. But it will be technically a big return for him in a sense.
And it kind of seems like the writer has a good
That's X
pitch.
Factor, Tevia. That's X Factor.
I read the premise of the Red Hulk run. It seems like this is going to be Red Hulk being a POW, prisoner of war, at the hands of Doctor Doom. So yeah, given that Thunderbolts Ross's background in the military, I think that's something that could be worth exploring, especially since, of course.
As long as Doctor Doom leaves Wanda and every member of the Young Avengers alone, I will be okay. Because I read Children's Crusade, and it did not go well for him.
Well, knowing Doom, he wants to clear up any loose ends at this point. So I would think he had some plans for Wanda,
Leave Wanda alone. I know she has a book out right now, but leave her alone.
I want you to know, as right now, ongoing, and with X-Men books, there are 13. And these are actively ongoing books, not limited series, not by
X-Men?
I did include Ultimate
X-Men. You did? Okay.
Gotcha. With more to come, Austin, with more to come.
Yeah.
I think it would have made sense for these to be called Extremists, not Weapon X-Men. That's just me personally.
I do kind of agree. I don't like how they just throw names around these X-Men teams just for the sake of saying the name again.
Okay. Gotcha. The other tie-in that was announced, Jake, Fantastic Four is getting a tie-in to this event.
If he's the main, they're the main people should. They should have been the first one announced. Doomsday of the world. What Reed's doing? No, he's at home.
He's making his famous burritos, man. Come on, his famous tacos. But no, seriously, Reed better be leading the charge against the whole Doom and the whole era of Doom. Down with Victor. Down with Victor.
Well, like I said, he's growing an appreciation of magic, so maybe they'll help.
It also depends on how much
I don't get an Alpha Flight tie-in, I'm okay.
Because we know all the rumors with the upcoming Avengers Doomsday and all that stuff. So they might focus more relationships are going to be for MC synergy that show up in that film, for all we know.
Do you think even the writers know what's going on with the MCU at this point?
I think they will know. Jon Kent Feige worked for Marvel Comics as well, right? He has a job there too.
Yep. Because
wow, it totally shows. It totally shows that Kevin Feige has picked up a comic book in recent eras.
We're saying that they don't have the MCU. Not that the MCU knows how the comics, to be fair.
Yeah, let's leave Young Avengers out of this Doom event story because I really don't want Cassie Lang, aka Stature, to die again. Oh yeah.
Well, he was the one who brought her back in the first place, so I think he's gonna feel bad if he kills her again.
Let's see. Yeah. It could be worse. We could have Spider.
Who?
That also true.
Okay. But yeah, I was kind of like, I listened to some podcasts and background information, like some of the writers and editors and this and that. They say when it comes to like a book being made because of like an MCU project, they say it's not because like the MCU is coming to them and saying like, oh yes, make this book. We want you to do this book to hype up our upcoming movie or show or this and that. No, it's just the editors just wanting to capitalize on like the rise of that, the hype of that particular project that's coming out by adding an additional book around the time like it's coming out. I mean, Greg
No,
Pak was asked, like, okay, so how did you pitch this Sam Wilson Captain America idea to Marvel? Oh, well, no, I didn't pitch it. They just came to me and said, yeah, they want to do Sam Wilson Captain America, and they also want Red Hulk to be part of it. So you fill in the pieces, Greg Pak. You know?
yeah, I understand that. I was just saying, with Kevin Feige, officially out in the world, they do have access to talk to him and ask certain stuff if they want to. I just don't think they do that.
Gotcha. Tevye saying it could be worse. We could have Spider-Man Peter Parker die again. Well, he actually is dying like 8 times in this event.
You'd
And
rather
work
him
for
be
Doctor Doom
alive,
movie.
and you'd rather him just be alive, go through Zeb Wells run again. Dying 8 times
Oh
is
God.
fine. Fine.
Speaking of that, that's actually something I
Spider-Man
wanted to
dying
bring
for
up.
saving the world like he always
Yep.
does. Yeah, this is just Spider-Man. For all I know, suffering for my amusement, as they said.
Oh, gotcha. This actually, I'm glad you brought that up, Tevye, because like this goes back to like something Austin said in a previous comment, right? Yeah, it's amazing that Spider-Man right now already has a tie-in to this Doom event with the 8th Deaths of Spider-Man. It is amazing that a tie-in had to come in before the actual event itself. But that just clearly shows that like they had the
start in like February.
Yep. But that just goes to show that Zeb Wells' Spider-Man run had to get abruptly canceled, and they're like, who should take over? Well, we have these storyline pitches for his Doom event tie-in, so let's just put that after Zeb Wells' run. Oh, so that really is what it sounded like it happened, at least when we were reading the book. The last issue of Zeb Wells' Spider-Man run, it had like 4 other stories in that, all written by Zeb Wells himself, and they all were basically there just to somewhat clean up some loose ends he had all throughout his run.
He didn't clean up Ben Riley though for some reason.
Yeah.
That man's story was, "Oh yeah, Peter, I'm okay. I'm not actually okay. I'm going to attack you one day again." That's what that was his whole story.
Take your life. Yeah, Austin. Every time Austin. Every time I look at how John Walker's been treated over the past couple of years from Marvel, and then when I look at Ben Riley, I'm like, okay, maybe it ain't so bad sometimes, So.
Yeah, the new Marvel saying, well, at least they're not related to Spider-Man.
Let me retake this comment. Marvel editorial are so out of touch that's just pathetic and sad in my opinion, and just proves these writers and editors don't care about these characters anymore. Yeah, I know. So, alright then. Yeah, guys, I think that was it, really, unless you guys have any other thoughts you want to add.
No, I want to go take a shower soon, though.
Gotcha.
I want Wish to be happy.
Let's see.
You want me to get clean? I want to get clean.
Okay, let me just read Tevye's last comment. Even though Zeb Wells' run was freaking garbage, that didn't resolve anything with that awful finale to that awful series. Badly, really badly. Yep. Preach, man, preach. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow with some comic stuff. We get some really interesting comics tomorrow. We get some Marvel stuff.
And let us know, audience, what did you think of the opening? It was a me and Jake mostly project.
I helped. Don't lie.
I said mostly.
Yeah, there you go.
And we also like to thank Tevye for joining us and giving us your input on these topics, man. Always great to have you. So, yeah.
Don't forget to watch our Aquaman review because it is the greatest movie of all time. So,
apparently that's the one that we decided to be like, yes. Also, audience, what do you think of my new profile pic on here? Let us know.
They can barely see it, but
will you get rid of Tevye's comment real quick? Get rid of Tevye's comment real quick. There you go. That's the picture. I wanted a new picture. I just couldn't figure out which one I wanted.
It's not gay enough.
I'll make it more gay later. It's just for right now. It's gay.
But Yeah, we will be getting out of here. So later, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.